something borrowed, something blue. Give us all your juicy news, sensational, irrational. It's Wedding Confessionals.
Welcome to another episode of Wedding Confessionals. I'm Brooke.
And I'm Pam.
And the only thing we love more than weddings
is talking shit about weddings.
Welcome to our summer break. It's continuing.
It is.
I think this is the last one.
This is summer wedding confessionals.
Yeah, summer's coming to an end though, Pam. I gotta get back to school. But hey, football's around the corner.
That's true.
Pumpkin spice lattes.
Lots of things to look forward to.
That's right. We're still living it up in the summer right now.
Yes.
It's hot as fuck outside, California.
It is.
Really happy that Pammy has a pool. I need to use that more often.
Come on over.
So welcome to Wedding Confessionals. If you've never listened to it before, this is kind of a weird episode. We're taking a little bit of a summer break. So this episode, we will have no guest.
No guest.
But we are going to answer one confessional, just Pam and I. Just Pam and me. I'm never going to learn.
Oh.
Every episode, guys. Every episode. Pamela. Usually people send in their confessionals. They're totally anonymous.
They are. And they're fun.
They are fun. And we have one today that I'm going to read. And you got to pick which one everybody reads every episode. And you gave me this one. And I said, and I remembered briefly what this one about when it came in, but I forgot how long it was. And now I'm mad that this is the time that I have to read, but it's fine. I'm fine. I'm going to do fine, guys. So let's just dive on into our solo confessional.
Let's do it.
Okay. Hi, Pam and Brooke. I apologize in advance for this very long story. For some context.
Well, that didn't give it. Like she says it.
No, I just read the subject line of what the topic was and was like, oh yeah, I remember this one. But I didn't think of how long it was. Now it's even longer. I apologize in advance for this very long story. It was kind of obvious. Just for some context, I am 29 years old, female, and my boyfriend is 31, and my sister is 31. Okay, so now we know we're late 20s, early 30s. Got it. Sometimes that is helpful.
Yes.
I am not engaged yet, but I have a sneaking suspicion that is going to change very soon through the subtle hints from my lovely girlfriends, i.e. random ring shopping excursions.
Oh, it's coming.
My boyfriend and I have been together for almost 4 years, and we have a strong, healthy, and loving relationship. So I'm incredibly excited and can't wait for the next step. When you know, you just know. You know?
It's true.
It's true. However, I haven't shared this exciting suspicion with my sister because I'm pretty sure that she would be resentful and bitter. She's older and has had a couple long-term boyfriends that didn't stick, and now she's single again. And anytime marriage comes up, she talks about it with disgust and disdain. Fast forward to this weekend. We're on the phone because we live in different states, and I'm telling her about my friend's pregnancy announcement. And I slip up by saying how I can't wait to have a ring too and thinking about trying for kids. Well, she pounced. She said she thought I was better than that and that I only want to get married because my friends are and that I only care about what other people think about me and I don't appreciate what my boyfriend and I have if all I can think about is marriage. You guys, I couldn't take it and I'm not proud of hanging up, but she wouldn't even let me talk. And then I received a very long text message afterwards about how it was rude I hung up and that I'm just mad at my boyfriend for not proposing and I'm taking it out on her. And her parting line was, quote, call me when you're married with kids and feel better about everything. I'm angry and sad and don't know how to deal with her twisting my future happiness into something so ugly. Thoughts, advice, a shoulder to cry on? I will take anything I can get at this point. Thanks for listening, ladies. Sincerely, not even engaged yet.
Aww.
First of all, both of us cannot sympathize with the whole sister fight things that happen with sisters. Both of us only have brothers.
Yes. That is true.
This feels so sister.
Yeah,
right?
It does.
This feels sistery.
I mean, so much. Like I feel bad because I mean, you're not even engaged yet and you're already having to deal with this stress.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay. A couple things I'm thinking.
All right.
One, how often do you argue with your sister? if this goes on all the time, I guess she wouldn't write us if this goes on all the time.
No.
Like if your sister's always kind of it sounds like she's been bitter and grumpy for a while. So this couldn't really shock you that much, right?
Yes, but
you feeling attacked is not fun.
No. And I had a roommate that was very bitter, and I couldn't even have a boyfriend. When I lived with her, it was one of those things that like it was. I couldn't have a boyfriend. She was very
My current
bitter.
roommate won't let me have a boyfriend either.
Well, that's a little different.
He's my husband. But yeah, no, I know there are times in relationships when it comes to siblings or friends where one gets a little jealous of the other when there are successes or things are going in ways that I'm being very general. I can just get specific. I'm not surprised. It sounds like your sister and you both are looking ahead to the future and wanting to be married. You both seem to have that same life goal.
Yeah.
The thing about marriage is it's not a life goal where you just go to school and work hard and then you're married. You know what I mean? It's not like I want to become a doctor and it's like, okay, you check these boxes and then you're a doctor.
Right.
You
Just
know
like
what
that.
I mean? Pop, there you go. Where it's like it's two people, it's a life,
There's a lot.
there's
that
a lot
goes into it.
Yes. And sometimes they don't work out. And I'm actually happy your sister didn't end up in apparently a bad marriage, because she did have long-term relationships that in the end didn't work. So it's like, well, at least she's not having to deal with, multiple divorces and, all that, the pain that comes with that. But I mean, you do need to hash it out with her sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that you should try to, I don't know. I mean, the sucky part is that ideally when you have uncomfortable things happen, when you want to patch things up, you want to do it in person. And I don't know how
you're not
far
in the
away.
same state.
Right. So definitely, I guess, phone call, maybe a text message to say, hey, I didn't like how our last conversation ended. Can we talk?
Well, yeah, here's the thing is like you can say, I don't know that this is coming, but I have an idea because he's gone ring shopping with my friends. So this is not something you're making up, and you want her to be a part of it, and you want her to be happy for you. So you can be like, listen, this is going to happen, and I really would love you to be a part of my joy.
But what if she just kind of says, yeah, he has, I don't know anything for sure. I just kind of got excited. My friend's pregnant. It's exciting and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I'm wistfully thinking, and I feel like I could share my hopes with my sister. I'm not, you should be a person I can confide in. I'm not walking into my boss's office and talking about this. Like, I'm talking about with my sister.
Right.
You're on the short list of people where I can kind of dream a little bit. You know what I mean? And kind of have these visions that aren't really solidified yet, but I'm excited about the potential of a really happy future with this guy.
Yeah.
I think that's one way you can kind of, maybe not as aggressive as I'm saying right now, but just kind of put on her that it's like, I felt like we had that intimate relationship where I could kind of be maybe a little bit even silly, where you just kind of, I'm excited and I'm thinking and I'm getting excited, even if it's not reasonable, just let me be a little silly.
Yeah.
Even if it's not silly. And then I will say, once you patch things up with her, I feel like for the sake of your relationship and continuing on, don't bring up marriage or babies until you got the ring.
Yeah.
Just don't bother. She clearly isn't thrilled by it. It doesn't add anything to your relationship. It sounds like you have a lot of other girlfriends that'll happily talk about it with you.
Be excited with you.
So it's like, if that's just a topic that doesn't work in your relationship, okay. And also that's a short-term problem. Because once you're engaged to this guy, then we don't have to talk hypothetical anymore. Then we're just talking about the wedding. But if you're worried about, I feel like if you come to her early now and kind of throw it out there that like the reason why I said that is because I am so close to you that I feel like I can share things that maybe make me feel a little vulnerable, and that you would accept it and be fine with it, and make her almost feel a little bit guilty.
Yeah.
So that moving forward, that she understands that you were very important in my life. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. She had a bad day.
She did.
Yeah. And I feel bad for your sister. That sucks. Because if you want to get married and two relationships don't work out and you're looking at the future, but also tell your sister 31's not old.
Oh, God, no.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Just
you're good.
Keep swiping on Tinder.
You're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
You're
but
young.
I get it. If your younger sister,
hard.
I get it. I don't think your sister's a villain. I think she just had a bad moment. I mean, listen, you hung up on her. It's not like you were perfect either.
I love that she admitted that.
Yeah, we get heated. Everybody gets heated. You
It
get
does.
heated. You say some dumb things, and afterwards you're like, "Well, that was shitty of me." You know what I mean? And maybe that's how you start. You open with an apology to kind of like, lob a little soft one over the net.
Yeah.
In this game of tennis that is sisterhood. I don't know. Sister sounds scary. My brother has like no emotions. We just talk about football.
That's safe. It's usually a
know.
safe
Yeah,
conversation.
it's fine. But yeah, and let us know how it goes.
Yeah.
And also, after you get engaged, because we believe you, you're getting engaged. Send
It's
us,
coming.
Yeah, send us more stories because I feel you're going to have a lot. What? She's got a dramatic sister. Things are going to happen.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think bad things, but there will
Okay.
be things.
You think more drama is coming with the sister?
She's getting married. More drama's coming. Have
All
you
right.
listened to this podcast, Pam?
True. True.
Okay, that is it for our solo confessional of the week. And now we're gonna go on to bridal breaks.
Yeah.
Bridal breaks for any new listener is just suggestions we give to not only brides but anyone helping to plan a wedding, like maybe a grumpy, bitter sister,
Yes.
of things to do that have nothing to do with wedding planning, so that we can all enjoy our lives and step away from picking out what color the bridesmaid's dress is.
Yes.
Can't be blue. Call back to old episode.
Don't go with lime green either.
Oh yeah, don't go with lime green. Don't pick blue because blue's my color. No donuts. Anyway, inside jokes for if you've listened to other episodes. But yeah, just things to do that have nothing to do with weddings. I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for letting Ruth in, and now you're holding her like a baby. She's your little baby. Okay, while Pam cuddles with my dog, I'm gonna tell you what my bridal break is. In honor of it being a summer break, if you haven't seen already, Netflix, the most recent Wet Hot American Summer.
Okay.
It's Wet Hot American Summer 10 years later, and it came out in 2017, but I'm just now catching up. It's like a mini series. So it's just like all the dumbest summer camp tropes. And just it's the same people that put out Wet Hot American Summer like a decade ago.
Uh-huh.
So it's really funny. I if you've never seen any of them, just go backwards and watch Wet Hot American Summer, and then watch Wet Hot American Summer First Day of Camp, and then the newest one is Wet Hot American Summer 10 years later. It's like Paul Rudd and Amy Poehler, like big names. But when they first did it back in the day, they were all like kind of nobodies.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them in that group end up being like superstars, and they always come back to continue the series.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I love summer camp, so let's do this summer right.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Pammy, what is yours?
Mine is a tiki drink.
Ooh.
Yes. It's called Honi Honi, which means kiss kiss.
Okay.
And it is made in an old-fashioned glass, bourbon whiskey, triple sec, lime juice, almond syrup, and sugar syrup. So this is sweet.
Yes, it's the Pam drink.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. But the Honi Honi,
Honi Honi.
kiss kiss.
I like it. Where do you find it?
This drink was an adaptation of a Trader Vic. So,
Okay. But where do you find it online?
Find it online on Difford's guide.
Okay. Cool.
Yes. DIFFORDS guide.com.
Cool. Right
Difford's
on.
guide.
Honey, honey.
Yeah.
I like it. So that's all of our bridal breaks, Pammy.
Yes.
Let's get on to telling people more about our show.
do
If
it.
you want to find more info, including show notes for this episode and all episodes, what website do you go to?
weddingconfessionals.com.
We are on social media where?
Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We would love to hear your confessionals. They're completely anonymous and always
love
fun.
them.
Send us your questions and your rants. Email us at where?
weddingconfessionals@gmail.com.
Or you can send us a voicemail at 434-933-2663. That's 434-933-2663. And our most popular way of sharing your secrets with us is to go to what website?
weddingconfessionals.com.
Click on what tab?
Tell us your secret.
Yeah, from there, tell us your secret and then hit send
Yes.
and we will read it. and
We love
gossip
'em.
about your life. We are available on a lot of different podcast providers, especially Apple Podcasts /iTunes, where they love us to tell everybody to hit subscribe,
Please,
rate
and
and
thank
review,
you.
and give how many stars?
5 stars.
5 stars. It moves us up in their little algorithms so more brides and grooms can find our show.
Yeah.
But besides Apple Podcasts, we are on Google Play and Podbean. What else, Pam?
Stitcher and Player FM.
Overcast and Podcast Addict.
Podcast Republic, Downcast,
Podcast Land Castro.
Podtails and Pocket Cast,
Castbox, iHeartMedia.
Spotify, and
Did you say Pod Paradise yet?
Pod Paradise. Whoa.
YouTube.
Really?
Ruth is all tangled. And YouTube and Podtail and Radio Public. That's all of them.
Woohoo!
It's enough. It's quite enough.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I like it.
So, Pammy,
Yeah.
are you enjoying your summer?
I am. How about you?
Yeah. I mean, it's warm. I'm not as tan as I thought it would be, but I still got time.
Oh boy.
It's mostly just the fake tanner stuff.
Well, yes.
I have to really dedicate and remember in advance to put that stuff on.
You do.
Yeah, and I always forget. And then like that morning, I got pale legs. I'm like, oh well. Well, everybody see this. So that's it, Pammy. I will see you next week.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye. Special thanks to Andy Schreier for our adorable theme song, and to Ramsey Millay and Brian Maylard for their technical support, which we desperately needed.
Want to make sure you don't miss a single episode? Subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, or SoundCloud, and make sure to give us a 5-star rating, or I guess a 4 if you're being judgy like us.
If you have a crazy story to tell or need some advice, you can reach us by going to our website, weddingconfessionals.com.
Or you can email us at weddingconfessionals@gmail.com.
Or leave us a voice message at 434-933-2663. That's 434-933-2663.
And as always, we will never reveal the names in order to protect the innocent and the annoyed.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
And if you're looking for those links, you can find those and more at our website, which you haven't figured out by now is weddingconfessionals.com.
See you guys next time.
Bye.